All right, both teams are ready. Welcome once again to this Division D West matchup, Season 5, the last matchup of the regular season. So we're going to go ahead and get started right now. Towers of Doom, our first match. Hello everybody, I'm Oddthought. I'll be your host for this match. As I was saying during the intro, Bone Boys are looking to either get a domination or a 1-1 draw. Either result will see them through into a top 6 playoff seed. Skyarch playing the role of spoiler here tonight. If they can dominate Bone Boys, they will knock Bone Boys out of the playoffs. Last I heard, neither team is able to compete in the upcoming wild card mini tournament. That is happening on Saturday, the 29th, at high noon Pacific Standard Time, by the way. You see the map bans on your screen. We had Bone Boys banning out Volskaya Foundry, and Team Skyarch banning out Dragonshire. And Bone Boys picked Towers of Doom for map 1, so here we are. First two bans of the contest, Whitemane and Diablo out of the game. So, quite a bit on the line for Bone Boys. Earlier, you may have seen a game or a match between Team Skyarch and Mildly Interesting. Mildly Interesting did achieve a domination in that, which clarified the picture somewhat, the playoff picture somewhat. Alright, so Kerrigan will be our second ban from Team Skyarch. They are wearing the red this evening. On the right side of your screen, on the left side of your screen is Bone Boys. And their second ban should be coming up any second here, since we're out of time. Bam, it's going to be Maev. See if I can get my handy stats of the storm pulled up here. By the way, that picture is clearer for me anyway, the playoff picture, because the Division D writer Jackster did a fine job, as well as other members of the community in working this out. Picture was rather complex earlier tonight as to who would be going where as a result of this game. First pick of game 1 will be Deckard. Hey, Mrs. Windup-Bird, thanks for the follow, by the way. There is a 2-minute delay on NGS stream, so if I don't respond quickly, that's one reason why. But yeah, thank you for that. I also don't have my usual stream announcements turned on during NGS games. Alright, so we have Leoric and Brightwing coming out from Bone Boys, the new Brightwing, the reworked Brightwing that I've been playing quite a bit. She is a lot of fun. I especially like the level 1 talent that enhances polymorph, gives you more range, and also a reset. Hero kills resets that polymorph. Can be quite devastating. Leoric, quality offlaner. And there's Greymane ETC for Team Skyarch's next rotation, so they're solidifying some blow up there. Versatile damage dealer in Greymane. We're also seeing ETC, who could be the front line, could be an offlaner. One never really knows until we see the rest of the draft. Stage Dive can always come in and change the formula. See what the final bans are going to be here. We have Jaina. Jaina with a 60% win rate in Division D West. Taken out of the picture. Final ban from Team Skyarch coming up. Here's a question, will they pick Kerrigan? I guess Kerrigan made quite a splash in a game earlier tonight. Final ban will be Johanna. Johanna's been solid all season. Very popular. Popularity rating in Division D West is 73%, so she's popular everywhere this season, folks. 50% win rate in Division D West, I'm seeing. 64 games played. Busy front liner. But she's out of this game, and we have the Cho Brawl. The Cho Brawl pick. Welcome to the Brawl mode, folks. Jackster's telling us in chat that Bone Boys have a 33% win rate on Towers of Doom. Nice note there, Jackster. Thank you. So we have a Brightwing supporting a Cho'Gall. Alright, final rotation from Team Skyarch. Falstad and Li Ming. Falstad giving you the global, of course, and had some recent buffs as I understand it. And Li Ming. Li Ming having a tough time this season. 28% win rate in Division D West. That's in 25 games. She has won 7.
The hunt is on.
And we have Lunara, the final pick of the match. So there we have it, our two teams. Lunara posting a 10-7 record this season in this division. Lunara looking to spread that damage around. She can be quite bursty if you play her right. So interesting couple of teams here. Cho'Gall always making things crazy. Let's announce these teams, shall we? Alright. In blue is Bone Boys. Taste Rancid on Cho. Anachronaut playing Lunara. T2BBS. Brightwing. Gall played by Some Scrub and Leoric played by Ross001. Skyarch. Team Skyarch in the red. Skyarch playing Greymane. Sith911 playing ETC. We have M58 Gogan playing Deckard. D-Bomber on Li Ming. And Womack will be piloting Falstad. So one way that you can deal with Cho'Gall is just to out-macro him, especially on 3-lane maps. It looks like Team Skyarch wants to take that approach. Greymane does give you some interesting anti-Cho'Gall damage options, especially in the ultimate choice. So we'll have to keep tabs on that. Bottom of the screen you'll see some talent choices. As Bone Boys again looking for that 2-0 domination or 1-1 draw to secure their playoff spot up here on the map proper. And over on the other side of the screen we have Team Skyarch looking to play the spoiler tonight. They can get a 2-0 domination. They will knock Bone Boys out of the playoffs.
3, 2, 1.
A lot riding on this match, including particular playoff seeding, which we can get into later, to the best of my ability and knowledge. As I said, it was rather complex. Working it all out. As we get started here, just looking at some standout talents. We're looking at Scroll of Identify out of Deckard, by the way, so Deckard's going to be stacking it up early. Falstad taken off to the top lane. And Skyarch hanging out bot. So yeah, working that macro right away. Cho'Gall teams can have some trouble on these 3-lane maps keeping up in terms of experience. We do see a tiny bit of an XP lead already for Team Skyarch. Let's take a peek at Cho'Gall down here. Anachronaut poking around down there. Lunara and Brightwing want to be working on their camps, prioritizing that pretty highly. What's Brightwing doing? Hyper Shift for Brightwing. Wants to be able to bounce around the map as much as possible. Hyper Shift is now tied to minions dying, not healing heroes. And on the other side of the map, Skyarch and Gogan actually securing their camp a little bit faster. Jackster with the stats. Second game on Shogal, 100% win rate so far. We have a lot of sprays going on. Last match of the regular season. Getting festive graphically up here. 2-on-1 in the top lane. Ross having to hold the fort over here. Doing a pretty good job of it. Meanwhile, lots of siege damage coming out. Skyarch jumping in there, trying to dissuade any more progress. Our Cho'Gall's name is Taskrub, by the way. Technically 3v2 down here in the all-important bottom lane. Li Ming rotating up, trying to get a pick here along with ETC. Nothing doing. Both teams at level 5. We're pretty even on XP right now.
Go forth and claim the altars.
And we have 3 altars up. Deckard Cain poking away at this bottom altar. Deckard has lots of hooks. Skyarch going in. And we have an invade happening. Team Skyarch moving into the upper left. Try to keep tabs on both of these. Looks like Bone Boys will secure the bottom temple. So we're looking at 36 to 32 after all that. The Oric's super low. And there was a kill. Falstad dying to Lunara. There's so much going on everywhere. Hotly contested match so far. And Bone Boys suddenly has a slight experience lead now as a result of all that action. But it's close. This map always, quite often, I shouldn't say always, quite often comes down to the last hit point. As long as you're close in XP, you can make magic happen, even if your core health is extremely low later in the game. More aggression here from Greymane. Long team fight in the middle here. Cho'Gall getting quite low. Womack pursuing. Polymorph by Brightwing. We'll have to turn to the right and scoot away. Level 7 talents now from both teams available. Brightwing going with Dream Shot and Peekaboo. If anybody's interested in the new Brightwing and how she's being built in this game. And we have another altar spawning. It's a single altar phase. Lots of damage coming out to ETC. Deckard has that covered though pretty well. Cho'Gall lunging in. Nice slide in by Scythe, or Sith rather. That's going to secure a Leoric kill. It's now 5v4, but Bone Boys doesn't want to give this up. All the pressure is on them in this contest. They have to make sure they do not get dominated in these 2 matches. The poke is real from Cho'Gall though. It's hard to capture these things. With Cho'Gall around. Skyarch super low and will die. But so will Cho'Gall. Womack getting credit for that. It's 3v3. Bone Boys on the point, trying to secure the capture. Brightwing can still heal while she's capturing. I like to be the person capturing when I'm playing Brightwing. And there's a teleport heal onto Ross. Moist Venus, thank you for the bits. Good to see you. And this is an ongoing struggle for these tower shots. Team Skyarch securing it. It's going to be 36 to 28 in terms of core health. XP though, slightly in Bone Boy's favor, 9 to 8. A little under a half level lead in that regard. We have some camps being taken. Falstad flies to top lane to do some mono mono up there. Moist Weena says, heart me some hard thought. Heart me some Weenus, Weenus. It's fun to say your name twice. Who knew? Alright, so we're just bouncing around here looking for some action. Right now it's just mostly some lane maintenance. 10 to 9. Bone Boy's hitting 10 first. Let's check out some ultimate choices here. We have Upheaval, Thornwood Vine, Blink Heal, Shadowbolt Volley, and Entomb. Gonna be your ultimates in this match from Bone Boys.
Once more, the altars
Yeah,
rise
my
from the depths.
my robot can be a little stingy. And we have level 10s from Team Skyarch. Womack under a bit of pressure here. There comes the Entomb. Can Brightwing and the Arc secure the kill? They do. It's an unfortunately timed death there as the altar spawning in 3 seconds. There it is.
Altars have risen. Activate
5v4 now for Bone Boys in this contest for the next 7 seconds or so. Ultimates for Team Skyarch. Cursed Bullet, Mosh Pit, Stay a While and Listen, Wave of Force, and Mighty Gust. Sith making a play here onto Leoric. Lots of quality slides. There's the Mosh Pit, but he gets interrupted. Ultimate comes out from Gaul, ETC, and Skyarch super low. Skyarch dies. Sith stays alive, but only just. The poke from Womack is real, but will it be enough? Oof, the lead main kill on Lunara. Out comes the Gust. It's kind of a low impact Gust there. Just trying to continue this delay. Leoric dies.
and it will not be stolen from me.
And it's 28 to 32 now. Core health still in Team Skyarch's favor. Angus Lee, fantastic display in chat. Looks like Bone Boys is going to lose a wave of XP here if they're not careful. Leoric's going to enter the frame here. They actually catch that. Nicely seen by Ross. Meanwhile, we're back to Siege Camp. Secure phase. Working on that. At the cost, perhaps, of a little more siege being done by Anachronaut and Taskrub, our Cho'Gall this evening. It's getting a little bit of tickle damage out on that bottom fort.
Daniel sells heroes.
Bone Boys make a nice move up here to secure the top lane siege camp. Nice rotations here from Bone Boys, making sure they don't suffer too badly from that deficit Cho'Gall can put you in that regard. Meanwhile, Deckard Cain getting into some trouble. Sith 911 having to slide in and try to save him. The ultimate comes out from Cho'Gall, and ETC will pay the price
And put an end
of trying to save their teammate's life. 13 to 13 now. And Ross is in trouble. The Orc's gonna die again.
like all the others.
And another altar is secured by Bone Boys.
Done.
The teamfight continues. Out comes the Stay a While and Listen. Capturing Brightwing, but there's no follow-up. And it's 28 to 24 now. Cho'Gall just sort of setting up residence spot. Properly positioned, given the importance of that lane. Looks like we're gonna have Falstad Leoric again up above.
That leads to the battleground center. Use it well.
Team Skyarch doing well though to keep the Cho'Gall at bay for the most part so far. Although they have lost their entire gate in this lane. And we have soaking galore going on right now, folks. So just a reminder, if you're joining us, this is a Division D West matchup that has playoff implications. If Bone Boys can finish... Ooh, we just had another kill up top while I was drawing. Greymane dying to Leoric.
The altars are rising heroes. Do get ready.
Actually, Greymane killing Leoric, I said that backwards. And the pull-in on ETC, that will secure a kill there. 2 kills. Excellent Entomb. Stay a while and Listen comes out as a defensive maneuver.
Reclaim to the altars.
Catching Cho'Gall most notably, but not much else could come for that. It was
Has destroyed a fort.
mostly a defensive measure. We had a fort destroyed and the left tower was taken by Womack, who then zipped over to the right side. Nice move there by Falstad. More core shots for Bone Boys. We're at 21 to 23. Will Brightwing be able to secure this? Womack is still poking away here. This will be a full-on team fight, it looks like. Leoric is going to slip in there. Out comes Moshpit, capturing 3 members. The Bone Boys, potentially high impact there. Another Entomb, ETC dies. Falstad trying to slip away, can't do it. That's 2 kills for Bone Boys. Brightwing is capturing the altar while the rest of the team pushes in toward the kill zone. Securing 2 more kills. Only Li Ming is able to retain their life. And we have some interest in boss now, folks. Core health is 21 to 18 in Bone Boy's favor. We're still tied on XP though, 16 to 16, so all is not lost for Team Skyarch. As long as they can stay close, we can see some pretty interesting finales on this map. Alright, Team Skyarch doing the right thing here, taking back the bottom, I guess it's keep by this point. Bone Boys opting to work top lane a bit here.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
So balance has been restored. Bottom, I wonder if we're going to see a camp invade here. Or Skyarch will just move on to the siege damage bottom lane. Meanwhile, Bone Boys going to take the top keep without any defense there. But Team Skyarch's goal is to trade building for building. Cho'Gall is there for the defense, along with Brightwing. ETC with a nice aggressive move there. And we have 2 altars. Falstad takes off.
Do not let the
Just to get in Ross's way there. Womack versus Ross. Escaping the Entomb. And the cavalry arrives. Bone Boys captures the other altar though. So we're at 21 to 9 in Bone Boys' favor. 18 to 9 now after those shots are secured. And now it's a matter of reclaiming this top keep for Team Skyarch, while Bone Boys secures the siege camp in the lower right.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
And we'll maintain that pressure in this bottom lane. 18-9. Boss is up in 2 minutes 50 seconds. That's going to be out of the picture for a while. And the gravity of this bottom lane is irresistible. So much action taking place down here on this map. It's going to be a poke war for a moment or two. Who wants to make the first move remains to be seen. Altars are still a little ways off. There's an ultimate use. Both ultimates from Cho'Gall. Low impact though. Not much harm done by either one. This might embolden Team Skyarch to press an advantage now. They have all of their ultimates available. Cho'Gall is out of the ultimate picture for another, what, 40 seconds? So we have a double altar phase, the lower half of the map. Decker getting caught in the Entomb, but is able to stay a while and listen to, setting up an excellent mosh. Fantastic combo there. Cho'Gall and Lunara dying. Leoric as well. That's 4 kills to none. Team Skyarch trying to decide if they want to take some keeps here before they capture any altars to increase their tower shots. And that's what they're going to do. Brightwing has to sit out mid and just soak. So Team Skyarch takes bottom keep, and then they go ahead and cap both of these altars. That's going to tighten this game up quite a bit. 8-9 now. Team Skyarch suddenly in the lead in terms of core health, and they still have a lot of death timer space in which to work. 3 members of Bone Boys still dead, including Cho'Gall. There's 1 fort remaining for Bone Boys. Both teams at level 20. As this top fort could very well fall. And if so, Bone Boy is going to have to retake one of these forts quickly. That's a nice quick kill for Bone Boys there on Falstad. Also Deckard. Pursuit is real. D-Bomber, super low. Leoric secures that kill, and ETC dies as well. So almost a complete team wipe now, as Bone Boy's counterpunch is hard. They're on the boss. He's going to be 4 shots. Plus whatever else they can manage with the 40 seconds plus of free time they have here after all those kills. So quite the momentum shift. Looks like Bone Boy's going to go ahead and move up to this top keep. Nope, they're walking away. They still only have 1 building to their name. Interesting situation here. They decide to work on securing the siege camp. You have a single altar phase. It's 8-5 now in Bone Boy's favor. Once again, Bone Boys needs a draw tonight in order to make it into the playoffs. They can't afford to lose more than 1 game tonight. And that's going to be 2 more core shots for Bone Boys. We're at 8-3. Potential camp invade is called off here. And Bone Boys has reclaimed all of their buildings. We can see here. So the map is back to even balance. 8-3 core health, 21-21 in terms of experience. Anybody's game. Team Skyarch makes a call to pressure mid here. Oof, the Entomb just missing, Womack slipping away. That had to be pretty much perfect from Womack to escape that. We're going to see a lot of feinting here, a lot of positioning. We have a bush meta. Deckard alerting Bone Boys to the danger with that scroll. Out comes the mosh pit. Cho'Gall responding with ultimates. ETC able to get out, but the same can't be said for Greymane. Lunar getting the kill there. 5v4. 2 altars spawning. This looks like it could be... Ooh, but I was going to say Bone Boys' game, but Womack making a move here. Securing a Leoric kill, but at what cost? Sith is going to die as well. Stay a while and listen. Hits the pause button on that activity. Both altars are active. We have 2 members of Skyarch dead. 1 member of Bone Boys dead. Womack will secure the right altar. But Bone Boys will secure the other one, and that will be GG. 4-0 is our final tally in that extremely close match between these 2 teams. And Bone Boys are 1 win away. 1 map win away from making it into Season 5 playoffs. Team Skyarch doing a fantastic job of trying to spoil their designs, taking that game down to the wire. As usual, we see Gall putting in top hero damage, top siege damage, doing all that work. 8 kills, only 2 deaths. Brightwing, 81k heals. Just wanted to look at Brightwing's build again real quick. Hyper shift into Dream Shot. Peekaboo. And we had Blink Heal, Safety Dust. Okay. And, additional armor. Hush and Fairy Protector going for that silence at 16. Just in case anyone was interested in the build for the reworked Brightwing here tonight. Leoric doing a fantastic job. 17k XP contribution, doing that solo lane work. Really critical on a 3-lane map, especially this one, to get that work done when you have a Cho'Gall on your team and you risk losing a lot of soak. Meanwhile, Team Skyarch doing fantastic job as well. Deckard with 67k healing, only 2 deaths in that game. Falstad all over the place, 15k XP, 4 kills. Greymane with 4 kills as well, having... The 2 assassins having a bit of a tough time staying alive though. 4 deaths and 5 deaths for them. Li Ming only 2 deaths, putting in 50k hero damage and 3 kills. So good stuff all around. We have a game 2 here, and it looks like, actually, what am I thinking? Since Bone Boys won the first game, even if they lose the second game, it will be a draw for them, and they will be in the playoffs. So I think unless I'm wrong, I think our playoff drama is over with that map win by Bone Boys, so they can kind of rest easy now. Pressure's off. But we will be heading into the final map of regular season play here. It's going to be Tomb of the Spider Queen, so I'm going to set that up, and we'll bounce over to some stats, courtesy of Falendrith's fine Stats of the Storm work, and I'll see you on the flip side. Alright folks, thanks for waiting. We'll be with you shortly. Just waiting for both captains to ready up. Working on the lobby and whatnot. So thanks again everybody for watching, if you're just joining us. This is the final game of the regular season of NGS Season 5, so thanks for watching, glad you're a part of it. Happy to be here. We had a fantastic Game 1 between Bone Boys and Team Skyarch. This is Division D West. We had a little bit of playoff implication drama that I think has been solved. Bone Boys was risking being knocked out of the playoffs if they if they were dominated, I'll just say it that way, by Team Skyarch. But since they won Game 1, pressure is off. They will secure one of those precious top 6 seeds. They won't have to go through the wildcard weekend process, which, by the way, is coming to you tomorrow. That's Saturday, the 29th of September at high noon Pacific Standard Time. A lot of teams who didn't make the top 6 have signed up to try to secure the 7th and 8th seeds in their respective regions and divisions, so watch out for that. It's going to be a marathon of single matches from 12 to 4, and then the playoff picture for NGS Season 5 will be complete. Alright, so looks like both captains are ready. We're on our way to Tomb of the Spider Queen. Hello folks, welcome back. My name, once again, I'm the artist currently known as Odd Thought, and I am your host for both of these games. As we go into Game 2, Tomb of the Spider Queen was picked by Team Skyarch after they banned Dragonshire. So Team Skyarch wanting to end the season on a strong note here with a draw on what seems to be one of their favorite maps since they picked it. A little bit of a home court advantage for them, perhaps. That means first ban and first hero pick, though, belongs to Bone Boys. As that timer counts down, we're going to see what? We're going to see Jaina. Talked about her a little bit during the first draft, with her 60% win rate in Division D West. Strangely enough, she's been in 45 games, only banned 12 times. I think we can say 14 times since she was banned in the previous game. And we're about to see the next ban. It's going to be from Team Skyarch, and they're going to get rid of Whitemane. Whitemane also sitting at a 60% win rate, but far fewer games played. She's been banned 64 times, folks. She hasn't been out all that long. 6-4 in 10 games played in Division D West. So Whitemane is done for the regular season. Second ban. Alright, so we have a Mage Choke going on just a little bit from Bone Boys as they get rid of Kael'thas. The Kael'thas sitting at a 13 and 19 record according to the latest stats that I have on hand. 32 games played, 34 games banned. For a while there, it's the logical follow-up to all those Jaina. Well, not all those Jaina bans, I guess she hasn't banned that much in this division. But they often formed a 1-2 punch when it came to mage choices this season. And the final ban of the first ban rotation will be Stitches. What does that portend? Stitches hanging out at 42.9% win rate in 14 games, so not the busiest hero of all time in Division D, and we have a remade Kerrigan. Chosen by Bone Boys. New Kerrigan, scary in several ways. Don't have a lot of data on the rework since it just dropped this week. But saw her played in a game earlier today, and she was quite impactful. First rotation out of Team Skyarch will be an unusual Lieutenant Morales pick into a Varian. Lieutenant Morales, only 6 games played. She's never been banned in Division D West. And she's at a perfectly even 50% win rate. So, who knows how she'll perform in this match.
Reckoning is at hand.
Greymane Tyrael. So we're seeing Bone Boys, their last game here, pressure's off. They're going for maximum dive, maximum fun. Let's just jump in, try to blow people up. Could call this a fireworks comp in celebration of qualifying for the playoffs. Kerrigan, Greymane Tyrael. Doesn't get more divey than that. Alright, final ban from Team Skyarch is going to be Malfurion. We have one more ban. Let's look at what's Varian been doing in Division D West. 36 games played, 47% win rate. Only 6 bans. Seen some ban action. Curious about Tyrael too. Yeah, Tyrael under 10% popularity, so not played a whole lot in this division. We're seeing a mix of some undervalued heroes or lightly valued heroes in this last map of the regular season, and Jimmy Rayner banned. Alright, so I wonder if we'll see more frontline, and we have a lot of assassin choices for Team Skyarch. How are they going to respond to this blow-up comp? Mrs. Windup Bird wondering if Maiev will make an appearance for Skyarch. We see Gul'dan and Abathur. Alright, this is getting fun and funky, friends. Abathur Varian can be gross. I wonder if they're going to pick another warrior for Team Skyarch. They're going to go for another assassin and just go taunt Varian. Solo warrior. Alright, final rotation from Bone Boys, Zarya and Uther. So all kinds of shields for the divey Kerrigan Greymane. We have more shields from Tyrael, of course. And then Uther with control galore. Nice burst healing on solo targets. And we have an Illidan, folks. Illidan Abathur. So blankets of damage out of Gul'dan. With a stemmed Illidan, perhaps. Stemmed with the Abathur attack speed, so watch out. This could be bloodbath. I think we're in for a fun one. I'm glad to see it. All pressure's off here. We're just going to kind of celebrate the season with this funky matchup. Alright, Zarya is going to be placed by Tastes Rancid. Uther played by T-Do-BBs. Sorry, I'm not saying your name right. Ross 001 playing Tyrael, an Acronaut on Kerrigan, and some scrub playing Greymane. Illidan is going to be played by Skyarch. We have Womack on Gul'dan, D-Bomber playing Abathur, Sith 911 playing Varian, and M58 Gogan on Lieutenant Morales. Alright, let's see if we see some last game of the season sprays, some kind of festivity. Although we had plenty just from the draft itself, I think. Any predictions, chat? Thanks so much for hanging out with us. Wasn't planning on streaming tonight, but I saw the last game of the regular season was unclaimed. Couldn't let that go. Had to jump in, make it happen. Bone Boys in the playoffs. Team Skyarch looking to finish the season on a high note. And that Morales grenade will kick it off with a cocktail chaser. Abathur's parked down in bot lane. We're going to do the mid lane dance otherwise. So that battle cry of your target Morales is going to probably be especially true in this game with 3 divers. On the other hand, depending on how the targeting works out in this game, it could be difficult for anyone to die. D-Bomber doing some body soak and slithering away as Ross visits. Skyarch working the top lane. It's going to be 3-on-1 up here. Gogan riding up to give support. And that Abathur hat is on Illidan already. Seeing the combination play. It's an old school map with some old school combinations going on. New coat of paint on Anachronox hero though. Skyarch getting in there, getting dirty, mixing things up. So much single target healing from Gogan. Jump around here, see what's going on. We don't really have your typical rotations going on all that much. Finally there's some movement out of top lane. Lots of combat noises, but no deaths. Stray grenade goes flying out there. Morales is working on the grenade stacking quest. So you're going to see more of those grenades flying out. Just hoping to accumulate those numbers up to 10 stacks already. We have level 4 talents now for Team Skyarch. Just a little bit ahead on XP over their Division D West rivals. And now level 4s for both teams. Illidan going with Battered Assault and Unbound. Gul'dan is yet to pick level 4. Doing Corruption though at level 1. Abathur with the support build. And of course that attack speed on the hat to benefit Skyarch. Possibly Varian, depending on the situation. 3v3 down here in the bottom lane, or middle lane. Skyarch just not afraid at all this game. Getting full value out of Morales' attention. It's basically where all the action is right now, so we'll just keep it here. And Anachronaut, New Kerrigan, first to die. Which reminds me, should continue on with these talents now that we have a tiny lull. What do we have here? We have Lion's Maw and Taunt from Varian, as you would expect, being the solo warrior, unless things were to get extra wacky. Morales following up that grenade, talent 1 with Cellular Reactor. So many blade sound effects. Skyarch is unrelenting, going basically 4v1. But is it really? It's 4v3 with the hat in a strange way. Heart spray's coming out. Little Rainer wagging the finger spray as well. Both teams do have a turn in. And there's a nice taunt on Ross. Extra damage from Womack as a result. And while I was away, Greymane died. So did Zarya. 2 more kills for Team Skyarch. 3-0 now for them in terms of hero deaths secured. And the Red Web Weavers will be descending first. See the Abathur hat split soaking that top lane. Looks like Team Skyarch is going to put the bulk of their efforts into mid. That's where most of the defense is going to be as well, it looks like, from Bone Boys. Level 7 talents being chosen by both teams. In goes Skyarch. Padded, healed, but this time it's just too much. Gogan putting themselves in a pretty dangerous position to try to make all that happen. Skyarch perhaps thinking, well, you know what, we're already going home, might as well go ham. You never know what could happen. Take a peek at bottom lane. Looks like the gate was destroyed, both towers. And that spider's dead. So only the middle gate left standing. The gate itself is dead, but the towers are up. Alright, let's look at some builds from Bone Boys. Demolition's expert into give me 20 and pinpoint accuracy. More combat though. Pushing all the buttons, folks. And Acronaut in trouble again. Kerrigan with 25 gems. Can't afford to lose those, especially out in the middle of the lane. Could be quite bad. Bone Boys does have a turn-in available. Let's see if Team Skyarch can keep them away from securing that. 31 gems Ross is carrying around. Skyarch sees it though, goes in hard. Womack blankets of fire damage as well to follow up. And Morales... Oh, and there's the stim. Illidan has all the benefits one could possibly ask for. Ultimates are available and used right away by Illidan. Trait value, just a little bit. Material. Varian getting the credit for that kill. Sith 911 in trouble. He's able to sneak out there, slowed quite a bit in the process. Bone Boys still do not have level 10s available. What other ultimates do we have? Metamorphosis we saw, Horrify, Ultimate Evo, Shield Wall, and Stim Drone. We also saw applied there in that nice little bit of aggression from Team Skyarch. It's going to bounce around here. We have action in two different places, but mostly in the mid. Bone Boy is carrying 93 gems around. The bulk of it looks to be on some scrub. So as long as Team Skyarch keeps tabs on those heroes with the most gems, they could extend this for quite a while until they have enough gems for another turn-in. Level 10s have been acquired by Bone Boys. And we're seeing a lot of those ultimates in use now. No one's dead. Oh, just as I said that. Material trying to get more trait value as Illidan kills him. Skyarch on a rampage. Morales getting credit for the Kerrigan kill though. I feel like I just want to stay zoomed in on Skyarch this whole game. It's just insane. I think both of Skyarch's deaths have been attributed to buildings. Uther's gonna die, so that's a 2-for-1 situation. Team Skyarch does have another turn-in available. Bone Boys has yet to turn in a single gem. They're 0-50 with 82 gems on hand. Skyarch 48 out of 55. We're seeing 8 of the 9 they need right here. That's going to be a second... Oh no, the blue web weavers are coming down actually. So Bone Boys did manage to get that turn in. Let's see what they can do with it. 11 to 12 is our experience total. See if I missed any ultimates in use earlier. Graviton Surge, Divine Shield. Watch out, some scrub. Gul'dan notching a kill on Greymane. Spiders trying to work their way down and actually get some siege done. Looks like Bone Boys is going to move to bottom lane, try to throw their weight behind that one. It's the last spider that's alive, so why not? Let's see, we also have Sanctification, Summon Ultralisk, and go for the throw. I like Summon Ultralisk, that stun can be quite helpful, even though it's, what, only a half second. Gul'dan messing up the battlefield. Material having a tough time staying alive this game. Kerrigan's also going to die as Skyarch continues to pursue. With that hat, that attack speed, anything's possible in Skyarch's mind. And in reality, as Greymane is blown up. No mercy, says Skyarch. Will the stun save Uther? The answer is no. Skyarch uses the ultimate to walk away. Gonna get carpal tunnel from this game, Skyarch. If we could only hear your keyboard, I'm sure it would be madness incarnate. And here's a boss call. Safe and sound to do so. They're up 14 to 12. Let's look at the 13 talents. Bone Boys, meanwhile, just doing some lane maintenance in the middle. So this should be an easy peasy boss take. Along with a cloned Gul'dan. That clone absorbing a lot of damage from Bone Boys. Some scrub. Skyarch saw it. Finished off that kill. Boss is going to march down this top lane. Fort's definitely dead. There is a camp pushing down middle on the other side of the map, just to point that out. But the red web weavers are descending, so another turn in. Meanwhile, for Team Skyarch, so they're going to try to get maximum combo value from the boss and turn in. Sanctification is used. Wasn't a ton of pressure coming up from Team Skyarch there at that moment. Kerrigan, oof, blown up. This may be seen as an opportunity to get some Kerrigan practice in a coordinated environment. And Team Skyarch are now on core. Illidan can be quite a nuisance in this scenario. Down goes the healer though. Morales is dead. 45 seconds. Spiders are... There is one spider hanging out on core though. Gul'dan dies. So does Greymane, so we do have some blood being let. Skyarch is all in, trying to get as much core damage done as possible. Sith 911 trying to run interference for as long as they could. Eventually they do die. Illidan is a monster though. Core's down to 45%. Look at that work being done. And the other spiders finally die. So quite the push. Team Skyarch trying to win a quick one here in game 2. We're only in the 14th minute. This felt like a 20-minute game in terms of activity. And now Bone Boys are just going to have to clean up some of these lanes. You have catapults unlocked in the top lane. Bone Boys does have a turn-in available, so you might see some blue web weavers pretty soon. Meanwhile, Team Skyarch is back up. They have a full team on the map once again. See a Grenadier try to interrupt Uther. Mission accomplished. However, temporarily. Like Bone Boys wants to prep their lanes a little bit before they finish their turn in. They're kind of looking at this siege camp as well. So they're looking a little PvE right now. Team Skyarch wants to invade. They want more. They're up 18 to 17. Captain and titular player Skyarch looking for more. Finding a Kerrigan, blowing her up. That means this bruiser camp belongs to Team Skyarch. Let's look at Kerrigan's build real quick. Fury of the Swarm, Kinetic Fulmination, Boundless Fury. We saw the Ultralisk earlier, the Chrysalisk talent, and Painful Spikes. Let's see if Chrysalisk saves Kerrigan. It doesn't seem to be that strong. Now comes the Invulnerable on Uther. Will it be enough? Skyarch all over him. Now Uther gets to heal more for just a little bit though. Sanctification is used. Greymane gets blown up. There's the ultimate out of Skyarch. Can't quite catch. Zarya makes it back to base. This will be GG. 0% on that core. We have ourselves a draw, folks, in the final matchup of the season. Team Skyarch finishing strong. 18 kills to 6 on a 17-minute Tomb of the Spider Queen match. So Illidan with 78k hero damage non-stop, attacking constantly. 7-9-3 final line for Skyarch there. Zarya going wild. 37k healing, beating Uther in the heal stat. Top hero damage as well and top siege for Bone Boys. That's a 5-1-1 game for Taste Rancid and on Zarya. Not bad. Tyrael with 3 deaths. A little bit of a rough time. Did absorb 65k worth of that Skyarch damage though. Gul'dan getting the XP work done. 12k for Womack. Top hero damage of, we already mentioned Illidan's, Skyarch's Illidan. And so that is the story. Let's see if we can get, I know it's late for everybody, but let's see if we can get end of match, end of season conversations going on. I think we'll start with, I think we can start with Skyarch. Bear with me, folks. I'm going to jump into an NGS lobby here. When I get draws on my streams, I like to, my casts, I like to interview both captains if possible. I sent out a message to Skyarch. We'll see if we can chit chat for just a bit. So just a reminder, everybody, Season 5 is officially over in terms of regular season. We have Wildcard Weekend coming up. It's actually a one-day event, Saturday the 29th. That is tomorrow as of this broadcast being live. Starts at high noon Pacific Standard Time. Every division is involved, so be sure to check out Twitch because there's going to be a lot of games going on to determine the final 7 and 8 seeds around the league. So that's coming up, and then we have playoffs after that, so stay tuned. Jackster saying props to Skyarch for playing their hearts out, not just in this game, but all season long. Amen to that.
What's up, dude?
Oh, hey, it's Skyarch. Let me see if I can turn you up a little bit.
Hey, man.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Hello. That I can.
Cool, I can hear you. I wonder if I can get just a smidgen more volume, though. All right, so hey, finishing the season strong. Fantastic. Maybe you can give us a little behind-the-scenes look at your Illidan play and the experience
Oh,
you had
yeah.
with that, because you were all over the place. It was pretty exhilarating to watch.
Yeah, I mean, originally when we first started Team Skyarch, like 2-3 years ago, all we did was play this comp, right? Just buff Illidan
Oh
in
yeah.
chair league and stuff like that.
Okay, so you were like going
And
back to your roots.
yeah, I mean, and everybody was. I mean, we got known for it for a little while, and then of course, eventually Illidan and that whole thing went out of meta and stuff like that. That's
Mhm.
why if you look at our team art, I guess our portrait, it says what's a meta, and it's Illidan. Really confused.
Oh, okay. It all comes together
Yeah,
now.
it all comes together. Yeah, and I don't know. I think when they picked, we picked him the Spider Queen, right? And at first we were thinking about doing an old comp called Bloodless comp. It's
Okay.
basically just it's a Bloodless comp, right? It's just dumb, but it's fun and it's
Yeah.
out of meta. And then at the last second we're like, wait a sec, why don't we just do Illidan comp? Like, what's the point of not doing it?
Sure.
Let's just do it for fun. Like, this is our last match. You might as well just go in for it. And I mean, I love playing Illidan. It stresses me out a lot because there's so much to do. But it's like, it's so worth it. Like, if I'm not in the back of their line with an abath around my head and a morale is stimming me, I'm not having a good day.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think I made a comment about like possible carpal tunnel going on. Your keyboard must have been on fire that game.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? I lost a few keys. They're
Sure.
all over the place.
Spitting
right
out
now.
like broken teeth in a bar fight. Oof.
My S key's gone.
Yeah.
I actually lost my S key one day. I don't know if it was from playing Illidan, but it's gone. Yeah, I don't know. I love that comp. It's good. It's a fun comp.
Yeah, you might as well go out with one of your favorites, you know? So am I to understand
Yeah.
it, you guys aren't going to be playing in the wild card tomorrow?
No, not
So,
tomorrow.
Okay. So hopefully we'll be seeing a return of Team Skyarch in Season 6 then.
Yeah, we'll see how
We'll see
that
what
goes.
happens.
Probably
It's a
not.
ways out still, so.
Yeah. If we do though, I would love to see you casting again. Good job today, man.
No, thanks. It's kind of a last minute decision for me, so
Oh, yeah,
hopefully I
I didn't
held
even
up
notice
my
you're
part of the
casting.
bargain. Yeah, I picked it up pretty late, so I wasn't planning on casting tonight, so I'm glad it worked out
Yeah.
though. And I'm glad that you guys ended on a fun high note. I think everybody in chat was really entertained by that match.
And they ban our Maiev and they ban our memes. It's only suiting to ban them back
Sure,
with
sure.
the beautiful Illidan comp.
All right. Well, hey,
Yeah,
great.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
Good stuff on the enemy team's part too. I mean, it was fun. I love the Cho'Gall. That was really intense.
Oh, no
We were
Cho'Gall
so
salt, huh?
mad. It was a really close game.
It was. That was fantastic too. Down to the wire. Well, hey, do you want to give any end of season shout outs?
End of season shoutouts.
Yeah.
Probably Murda. Murda's my man. I think good shit this season, dude. I mean, there's a lot going on. Obviously, NGS. I obviously haven't really cared too much. I mean, all we do is sit down here in Division D and mess around with stupid comps like buff Illidan or all Maiev, and he's sitting over there working his ass off like the stinking manager boy he is. I'll probably be casting next season just for the heck of it because there's a lot of stuff going on. So the easiest way out is probably casting, right? Like Murda.
Hmm.
So I don't know. It's dope. I mean, if I can give any suggestions to Murda, I'll see what I can do next season. I'm all
Very
for
good.
making NGS better.
Right on. Me too. So, well, hey, thanks again for staying in there. I know this is a double header for you tonight, so thanks for doing the duration and playing really entertaining games here at the end of the season.
Yeah, man.
And hopefully I'll see you around next season.
Yep.
Okay, take care.
Bye-bye. You too.
All right, so that was Skyarch from Team Skyarch taking a draw tonight off of Bone Boys. Going back to one of their favorite comps, getting back to their roots, having fun with it, taking names, taking a map, ending the season strong. So now hoping to get someone from Bone Boys in here, and we'll finish off this broadcast. Thanks for staying up with us, everybody, in this last broadcast of NGS Season 5 regular season. And it looks like we have Ross. Ross,
Hey,
are you
how's
in
it
here
going?
with me? Let me turn you up a little. I don't know why my Discord's kind of quiet tonight. So hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. We're pretty happy to make it to the playoffs.
Yeah, you must be stoked. All you needed was a draw to make it in. So after that first game, maybe you can tell us how that felt.
It felt pretty good. I mean, it was obviously a very close game. I think we had 4 or maybe 5 core health left. No, we had 4. Yeah, and but it was, we kept our cool and we just kept going at it.
So it was mentioned in chat. I think Jackster mentioned you had a 33% win rate on Towers of Doom, something like that. So I wonder if
I think that might not be updated. I'm not sure.
Could be.
I think that was our 4th Towers game, and I think we've won 3 of them. I think. I'm not 100% sure.
Oh,
I
okay.
also wasn't there for all the games, so there were some games that I weren't there for that I'm not sure how they went.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just wondering if, what the decision process was picking Towers of Doom, maybe in that context, but.
Well, mostly it's the map we feel best doing Cho'Gall on.
Oh, okay.
We wanted to bring out the Cho'Gall. Wanted to end the season on a having fun note. So
right.
Yeah.
So you get to avoid the wild card process. I'm not sure exactly where you end up in terms of seed. I think 5th.
Yeah, we're tied with mildly interesting.
Right. And I think we
have identical.
Yeah, and they seeded the like you guys would have to have played a tiebreaker or something like that, but since it's so late, it sounded like they were just like, go ahead and have the tiebreaker.
Yeah,
because you're both going to be in anyway, so.
That worked for us too. I think we had 2 people immediately log off and go to bed.
Right. Well, maybe we can just talk just very briefly about Game 2 real quick. What was your approach to Game 2 once all that pressure was off? I noticed you went hard dive right away. Like, maybe you just wanted to walk us through that a little bit, the draft thinking.
Well, we wanted to have some fun, and it's a comp that we've wanted to try for a little while. So we figured this was the right game to pull it out on.
Mm-hmm.
I also thought when they picked Morales and Varian in the first go around, I thought there was a chance that they were thinking Juice Pirates.
Okay.
They obviously weren't. They were going full Illidan. But so we quickly snatched up the Tyrael to deny them that. But yeah, mainly it's if the full dive comp works, it obviously works really, really well. But we were not able to pull it off.
I guess you were not prepared, as Illidan would say.
Indeed, yeah.
Got to go for the corny Illidan one-liner if it's available.
Absolutely.
And then the new Kerrigan, that has to be relatively new for your group to play around with. Any thoughts after that game and any insights?
Yeah, we've played around with Kerrigan a couple times in quick match before the rework. So now that she's stronger, we'd like to actually start playing her a little bit more, if it's possible,
right.
If it doesn't get banned out. But yeah, we need to work on it a little bit. She obviously brings such good tankiness and control to the table that if we can just have a little bit of follow-up damage and a little bit of help with her survivability, there won't ever be any problems.
Very cool. You also played the Brightwing, so right in game 1 with Cho'Gall, so kind of working those reworks when the chips were down.
Brightwing, the fact that it got reworked and we had our sub T-dubs playing on Brightwing because we didn't have anybody else who was available tonight. And it's kind of lucky that she got reworked and works so well with Cho'Gall now with that massive heal on her teleport. I think Brightwing had 81,000 healing damage or healing that game.
Yeah, I was up there for sure.
Yeah, it's almost totally just from teleporting to Cho'Gall and healing such a massive chunk at one time.
All right, I wonder if we'll see more of that from teams in the playoff scenarios.
I feel like Brightwing is definitely a sleeper pick with Cho'Gall now, as far as healers go.
And maybe shaking up the healer meta more broadly remains to be seen. But well, hey, not to keep you too much longer, we're already into the 11:30 hour almost. So shall we end the broadcast with some shout-outs?
Sure, yeah. Shout out to Team Skyarch for playing such a great couple of games. Really a lot of fun. Especially, I mean, just seeing somebody play Illidan that well is always fun to watch. Shout out to T-Dubs again for stepping in and subbing for us. It would have been really sad to have to forfeit this game if we wouldn't have been able to find a fifth person. And then shout out to NGS and the whole league just for setting this whole thing up. We've had a blast. We're definitely excited for the playoffs, and we will absolutely be coming back for season 6.
Awesome.
And then one last big thank you to you. Thanks for casting it so that everybody could watch the last game of the regular season.
Sure thing. Happy to do it, especially when the matches were this entertaining. One of the most entertaining casts I've had this season, for sure. So, well done. Congratulations again on the playoff berth, and we'll be seeing you in the coming contests.
Thank you very much.
Good luck.
See you around.
Yep. See ya. All right, folks, that's going to be it. Regular Season 5 is in the books, so thank you so much for staying up late with me, seeing it out. As I just said, it was a lot of fun to cast these 2 games. Game 2 especially, it was just extra wacky. Folks letting their hair down, playing what they want, having a lot of fun with it. And we had a friendly draw to end it all out. And you know what? Closing thoughts from me. I think tonight is what NGS is all about. You have regular folks, non-pros playing the game. You know, things are on the line. You have playoffs on the line. You have dreams on the line. People striving to do some stuff with the game they love. Coming down to the wire. The right kind of drama in terms of who's going to make it in, who's not. It was just, it was a beautiful night, I think. So thanks again, everybody, for being there for it. And we have, one more time, I'm going to remind everybody, we have Wild Card Weekend. The final spots, 7 and 8 seeds, are up for grabs in every region, every division tomorrow. So watch out for that. It's going to be all around Twitch, starting at high noon Pacific Standard Time, stretching out to potentially 4 p.m. We'll see how the games go. It's a single map, single elimination situation. So if you finished outside of the top 6 and you signed up, you have that one chance to win and keep winning until you're in the playoffs. So the playoff picture is not completely settled until after tomorrow is over. So be there for that. It's going to be awesome. And the playoffs are after that. So hopefully we'll see y'all there. And that's going to be it for me and my regular season work as NGS caster. It's been a blast. I've done over 25 games or something like that. So it's been a lot of fun. And look forward to maybe doing some work in the playoffs as well. So thanks, everybody. And if you like what I've done, feel free to like, follow, and subscribe if you want. And I'm going to sign off. Have a good night, everybody. This has been a Division D West game. Bone Boys making it into the playoffs with a 1-1 draw against the excellent team Skyarch. Season 5 in the books. See you at Wildcard Weekend. Bye-bye.